Eric B's Daily Vlogs.
The gates of Chinatown. Today is Chinese New Year, so I'm gonna see what's open and what's not. So let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. Chinatown, Chinese New Year. I'm standing right outside the gates of Grand Street because I want to see what stores are actually open and what stores are closed for this Chinese holiday. So let's walk up and down Grand Street. You hear the fireworks right now. Let's walk up and down Grand Street. Let's go check this out. Let's go. Let's go. Walking through the gates of Chinatown. Up there you can see the dragons that's protecting the gates. You got more dragons here. And you got dragons on each end. But today is supposed to be a holiday for a lot of the Chinese merchants. So I'm gonna see what's open and what isn't. And you can tell which the Chinese merchants are by the stores that are open versus a store that is not. So let's go see what we can find here. Some of the stores are open, traditional stores, like this store right behind me right here, what we like to call a junk store, because look what they got. Everything and anything. These stores like to remain open for tourists' sake. This is still a tourist attraction. This still is a tourist spot. So you can see a lot of these stores that sells the I Heart San Francisco, California. Like this store right here. Again, the license plates, the name plates, those stores are going to remain open for tourist purposes. But as we go up and go further into Chinatown, we'll see what stores are closed because of the Chinese New Year holiday. This guy right here is lighting some fireworks. It's called the Chinese Station. And I think he's doing it. There he goes. And for fireworks, it's a significant way of telling the demons not to come in. So as he stays open, the China Station stays open for tourists. He's popping fireworks to let the demons know, do not come into my store. I'm gonna stay open for the tourist purpose. I think that's pretty cool. As soon as I got here earlier, they were already doing that. I think it was this store, and he stays open and he's doing the fireworks again to let the demons know not to come into his store. I'm gonna walk all the way. I was here last weekend, but we did more at the North Beach. Today, I'm just gonna stick to Chinatown. Chinatown. Again, some of the merchant stores look like they are staying open. They're either staying open because of, again, tourist reasons, and where else can you get a shirt 3 for $10 that says, I love San Francisco. But you can see the remnants of the fireworks that they had to do to let the demons know, look in the distance. I would have put Bruce Lee out in the front to protect my store, not all the way in the back. That's what I would have done. But I want to show you guys something. See more stores over there. These are our tourist stores. There's a big difference between tourist stores and your traditional Chinese stores. These stores are staying open because there's still tourists that's walking around. This Chinese jewelry store is open, but look what they did outside their store. Look at all the fireworks that they had to do to stay open. It is still early in the AM, so I'm not sure if the stores like you see behind me are closed because it's early in the AM, or they're not opening because of Chinese New Year. It does look like some stores are opening and they're doing the whole fireworks in front of me. So, well, they're doing fireworks as I walk around, and you can hear the church bells are ringing. Is that a Christmas song? The original St. Mary's Church here in Chinatown. And if you grew up in the city, that dim sum corner right there is McDonald's. And if you want to get on a cable car, this is the stop. This cable car is the High Street cable car, so it's going to make its way up California. Even with Chinese New Year, it's still business as usual for a lot of merchants here in San Francisco. But it's pretty dead right now, and I see why. It's Chinese New Year. I was hoping some of the dim sum spots will be open today because I'm hungry, but we're just seeing more jewelry. That's coming from the Bargain Bazaar. They're gonna stay open because that's a big tourist spot right there. They got a lot of cool stuff in there. These guys are open. They got some cool stuff in here too. Chinese hats. Look at the top right there, the shrine. That store right next to me, right over there, just popped a whole lot of fireworks. You can hear it. I was inside this store right here just to see what they got. And you can smell the smoke, so it's a cool time to come visit this area. But again, I'm trying to see if there's any food places. I'm gonna make my way up to Ross Alley. They got the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company. I want to check out over there. But some of the stores are open. The Bargain Bazaar, like I said, they're open today. They're open today. Chinese New Year and a tourist day. They gotta make some money. You can see how empty the streets are. Somewhat empty. People taking photos of downtown, Chinatown, and then down there as well. And then you got that weird guy right over there who's sitting on a chair and just going up and down Grand Street. I say weird, I mean weird, but look at the remnants of the fireworks. The tourist shop has to stay open. Found one bakery that's open. Eastern Bakery. Kind of looking for dim sum, like food, but they got the Chinese New Year cake, the Canton sponge cake. They got the big sesame balls, pineapple buns, custard tarts. They got a lot going on, and they're open today. That's pretty good. But that's what a lot of people come here for, the coffee crunch cake. If you ever tried a coffee crunch cake someplace else, you haven't tried a really good coffee crunch cake. I've tried this one before a few times, and it's pretty good. One of my favorite murals right here on Commercial, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, one of my favorite. I'm glad it's still here. I'm glad it's still around. There's a walking tour right behind me over there. I was listening to what she was saying about the artist. Sorry, you're wrong. A little bit wrong. She said she added other things, but she was wrong. The person who was doing the walking tour spoke to the person who's running this store and asked him if he lit his fireworks, and she was telling the walking tourist, yes, if you're gonna stay open today, you gotta wear off the evil spirits by lighting fireworks. And you can see that everywhere here. And in case you're a history buff, the Far East Seafood Restaurant, this is where Bruce Lee worked as a dishwasher. If you watched the movie The Dragon, this is the restaurant right in there. And look, they did their fireworks because they're going to be open for business. How cool is that? The dragon himself was working in there. That's another one of my favorite murals right over there. Talks about the Chinese history here in Chinatown. And this building is also cool because if you look guarding the building, you got the terracotta warriors guarding that apartment building. Cool piece in Chinatown. Chinatown has a lot of cool history here. Some of the buildings still remains original. If you look at one of the buildings right up here, check that one out. Structure is still the same. And a lot of the buildings that are here were originally built in the 1800s. But there's this one area that I'm gonna walk to right now, Ross Alley. If you ever watched the movie that Bruce Lee produced called The Warrior, they show scenes where you're sneaking into some alleys, parts of alleys, to get into the place that you live in. That's exactly, I'm gonna show you when we get there right now. It's also the area where I did The Pursuit of Happiness, where Will Smith dropped off his son at daycare. So I'm gonna head up there right now. That's the alley right there. Walk right down this direction. And as soon as we turn right, this is what Old Town Chinatown used to look like. Or this is where a lot of the business and hustling of the business. And the last time I was here, I talked about these panda claws. And it goes all the way down the alley. But I'm gonna check and see if the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company is open. This is where the daycare was in Pursuit of Happiness. This is where he dropped off his son every day. But I'm more interested over there to see if the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company is open. And if it is, guess what I'm buying? Right here in Ross Alley, you have these two little alleys that separates the building. One there and the one behind me right here. Back in the gold rush days, if the Americans, the white men as they called them, wanted an Asian prostitute, that's where you would go. There used to be a sign right there that used to say what it was, but I guess they painted over it. There's a sign, and guess what? It is open for business. Fortune cookie, here I come. You can see them making the fortune cookie as I walk in. Too bad you're not here because it smells so good. Look at all the fortune cookies right there on the side as well. How did I miss this the last time I was here? It didn't allow filming in there, but it was a pretty cool spot. The smell was good. Ended up buying 2 bags. And they give you a free bag and free fortune cookies. You gotta remember that this alley is actually a working alley and there's still cars that go by it. So when you're here, be careful, but it's definitely a go-to spot. Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company, open for Chinese New Year. Good to know for next year. Good to know. And like I said, they give you a free bag with the information, and inside the bag, they give you a handful of cookies. Perfect. The further in Chinatown, you'll find some shops open. This House of Dim Sum is open, and it's pretty crowded. And yes, the ground shows that they did do their fireworks, but this is crowded. Wonder if it's good. Making my way back down Grant Street, Jackson. There's a lot of restaurants open here on Jackson, so there's a lot of fireworks you can see on the ground. Make my way back down Grant Street, head towards Columbus, just to see what else is open. Missions accomplished by checking the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company. I'm gonna head that way. Now again, Chinatown is one big tourist spot, so for these merchants to open, it's more for business purposes than anything else. There is a lot of businesses that are closed. When I came here last week, we wanted to go to the Golden Gate Bakery, which is right here, but they have a sign on the door, 3-week vacation. They're not open. But again, the merchants that need to stay open are staying open because for tourists. Again, Chinatown's one big tourist spot, so they got to make a living somehow. Made my way up to Stockton, where they have more restaurants and shops open. This is more foods that they have open, so I'm going to see what foods areas that they have open. And looks like they got a market open. They got that Duck Hing Deli open, but I'm gonna go up to Stockton to see what else they got. I literally came here today thinking it was gonna be a ghost town. I thought it was gonna be completely empty and nobody was gonna be here, but These guys gotta stay open for business. You gotta stay open for business now. But I want to know if they were closed last night or yesterday during Chinese New Year's Eve, because they're definitely not closed today. Some of them are, but again, like I said, it's still early in the morning, so don't know if they're gonna open anytime soon. But there's a lot of places like this one right here that's open, and a bunch over there that's open. So I guess it's a good thing. It's a good thing for business. This bakery right here, look at how much fireworks they did. They wanted to make sure that evil didn't even come to the bus stop. Look at that, that's crazy. Well, whenever you're in Chinatown, you definitely got to try something. So this is what I heard is really good. They got some good chicken wings, and they got some roast duck hanging. So might as well grab something while I'm here. That chicken is what everyone's here for, but the menu, everything else looks good. I'm gonna get a duck. I'm here, might as well get a duck. Ended up getting carried away. Yes, they are open today. Thank goodness, because I am starving. Definitely a cool place to visit, especially on Chinese New Year. Definitely come check this place out. Surprisingly enough, there's a lot of people and a lot of places open. I thought this place would be a ghost town today, and I am wrong. Hi, hello, hello, hello. Oh, I thought they were saying hi to me. It was the people behind me. Never mind. This street, Waverly Street, is famous for a lot of films filmed in Chinatown. So whenever you see a movie in San Francisco and they have Chinatown in the movie, Waverly Street is what they're talking about. A lot of cool shops, and it looks very authentic Chinatown. Kind of. In case you need to find your way around Chinatown, I got a literally called a street map. When I say street map, this is on the sidewalk. And earlier when I said panda footprints, it's a monkey footprint. All over. All over. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for the nice Chinese New Year Chinatown adventure. Whenever you're here, play tourist. If you live in San Francisco, anywhere in the Bay Area, we met some people when we were buying dim sum that's from San Francisco. And they were buying food here because they knew New Daisy Deli on Stockton. So we got the chicken, so we got the duck. I'm gonna go home and see if it's actually worth it. But nice, cool adventure here, Chinatown. I'm still walking on Waverly. I'm gonna make my way back to the car, but this is definitely a cool spot, cool place to check out. Chinatown, rich in history, rich in traditions, history, and a lot of culture. So today was perfect. I got to hear the fireworks, I got to check out the foods, I got to check out a lot of cool spots. Not an in-depth Chinatown tour, but a Chinese New Year tour. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's vlog here from Chinatown. And as the Chinese would say, Gong Hei Fa Choi, or Happy New Year. Thanks for watching guys. Vlog's ended. Go in peace. You guys guarding the business, you guys making sure that no one comes in, just in case you get past the two lions. You got the scary boxer right there. You're doing a good job guys, you're doing a good job.
I made this.